Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode of TEW IX WWE Challenge Run here. As today we carry on things over on the Monday night show. No, the red brand. Over on Monday nights with Raw. Continuing to have a little bit of fallout after Bad Blood. Also, we're building towards Bash in Berlin. A card which is beginning to set already. Ilja, Dragunov and Gunther in the main event for that World Heavyweight Championship. Sure to be a banger. What else happened last week? We started the tournament for the crown of the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion with Io Sky and Natalya, Connell, advancing. Tom Hardy's here. We got to the 4th day. It's the 5th day today. We're nearly there, folks. And big match was announced for this episode today. And it will be, I can say, the main event, because I think they deserve it, for the World Tag Titles. Finn Balor and JD McDonough of Neo Judgment Day defend their gold against Masked Magic of the LWO, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, here in the arena where Rey Mysterio won his first tag title with Edge all those years ago. His first WWE tag title, at least. Well, the WWE tag title for the first time with Edge. In this arena, in Manchester, New Hampshire. Can he do it with Dragon Lee? We will have to wait right till the end of the show to find out. Without further ado, let's just jump right into this new episode of Monday Night Raw. And the show's going to get underway with, much like how we ended last week, the World Champion Gunther and his contender, Ilja Dragunov. Face to face. They have their problems. Okay? They're never far away. Gunther coming out to start the show before he can even get in the ring, though. Dragunov's music hits, not letting the moment escape him. Face to face again, these men ready to go to war. They don't even say words this time, though. They just stare down. Dragunov sliding in the ring, slowly beginning to take off his robe. Gunther taking off his. Both men standing face to face. Gunther, world title round his waist. But Dragunov's eyes aren't on it. It is on Gunther. The mountain in front of him he looks to climb again like he did all those years ago. But before these two men can get into it right here and right now in this Raw ring at the SNHU Arena, I was trying to figure out the name, they are interrupted by the Creed brothers, who storm in from either side and attack the pair of them. Gunther and Dragunov, getting their guts about them as quickly as possible and trying fighting off the Creed brothers, getting them out the ring. 64, as Pierce announced as right here, a tag team match. Gunther and Dragunov forced to tag. Can they coexist against the Creed brothers of Team Gable? Chad not here after the whole, Uncle Howdy thing at Bad Blood. He's going to need a minute. And yeah, it's a wild brawl. Both teams are going at it. Creed brothers got a lot of anger after what happened to their mentor Chad, getting it out here. And Gunther and Dragunov are always up for a brawl, aren't they? And yeah, there's no tag team chemistry here, I promise. They just want to get their own licks in. In the end, Gunther manages to lock her chokehold in from behind on, I'll say, Brutus Creed. And Julius Creed gets in the ring, begins to charge at Gunther to break it as Gunther falls backwards to the mat. And just as he does, Dragunov, in the ring, flies through the air, just hit where Gunther was standing. Dragunov flies past just as he goes down to the mat. And he flies over Gunther now into Julius Creed with the Torpedo Moscow, laying out Julius as Brutus Creed taps out. And the world champion Gunther and Dragunov pick up the win for an 82. Because they're both really good at the wrestles. Gunther tapping out Brutus Creed there. 72 for the wrestling, 51 for the crowd. 80 Dragunov, 93 Gunther, 56 Julius, 58 Brutus. Happy with that. Gunther and Dragunov have great chemistry as a tag team, actually. Sure. I don't know, maybe it's an enemies to lovers kind of story we're going to end up with. Oh, I've booked crazier. But yeah. Gunther and Dragunov get their arm raised, but mainly get right back into staring each other down. Gunther, world champ, and got the victory over Dragunov, wanting to make it clear to Gunther he is coming for him, and he's looking to take away another bit of championship gold from the Ring General. as we go backstage to Adam Pearce with Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker. And Braun Breaker's interested. Who's going to step up? Who's getting put in the doghouse? And Pearce tells Braun Breaker, he's been thinking about it, and he's decided that he's going to give some superstars the chance to earn that match. So tonight we're going to have 2 triple threat matches. Okay? First of all, we're going to have Pete Dunne, who's been proving himself last few weeks. Otis, former Money in the Bank winner, give him a chance to prove himself. And making a special one-off appearance, potentially. Or a 2-off if he manages to win. Over from SmackDown, he's had a word with Nick Aldis, and he's had a word with Kiana James to get her client into this match. Giovanni Vinci made his return on SmackDown last episode. And he's getting close to the Intercontinental show already. So, Kiana James Enterprises stays winning. And then another triple threat match is going to be Dirty Dominic Mysterio of Neo Judgment Day, the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre, and Mr. Yeet himself, Jey Uso. And the winners of those 2 triple threat matches will face each other one-on-one next week. And the winner of that, Braun, will face you for that Intercontinental Championship at Bash in Berlin. For a 58, big announcement. Hopefully 2 decent triple threat matches, especially that second one. Drew, Jay and Dom's quite stacked, and fingers crossed some nice little ratings. As we go to a little video segment with Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio looking to make history. Rey's looking to win his 8th tag team title in the same arena he won his first here in Manchester, New Hampshire, and Dragon Lee's looking to win his first bit at WWE Tag Team Gold. And he's talking about how much this means to him. Dragon Lee talks about growing up as a kid and watching Rey Mysterio win that tag team title. I'm not going to Google and see if the math works out on the ages there. There's a 20-year age gap. I'd like to think it can work. Dragon Lee remembers as a kid watching Rey Mysterio win that WWE tag title with Edge. I'm going to say his goddamn name, Edge, here in this arena. And he couldn't imagine that all those years later, he'd be teaming with Rey Mysterio in this arena fighting for that tag title. And this moment, they don't want to let him pass it by. They've wrestled, they've fought, they've done the easy work. As easy as beating AOP and beating the New Day can be. But this right here, this is the hard work. This is the hard graft, but this is what they've been fighting for, that World Tag title. And tonight, they look to make it happen for 58. I'm a big fan of both of these guys. But can they get the job done? Oh, we'll have to wait and see. Fingers crossed, though. High hopes for the match, honestly. As we go to the women's inaugural Women's Intercontinental Championship title tournament last week, much to the cheers of many people, including Connell TEW, Natalya defeated Dakota Kai, and Io Sky won against someone. Shayna, maybe? I don't know. So, one semi-final set, Io versus Natalya. Banger, can Natty do it? I think Connell might actually kill me if she does. And right now we've got Asuka versus Kiana James. Kiana James' client, Giovanni Vinci, in action tonight. Kiana looking to get the job done. Omos and Dijak have got wins. Giovanni's got wins. How did I forget his name? I just said it. And Kiana making her kind of in-ring. We'll get some in-ring action here, isn't she? Against Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. Ever a formidable challenger. And in the end, both of them going at it. Kiana trying her best, but Asuka's got the strength and the power. And in the end, Asuka, weirdly enough, I didn't plan this, coincidentally, Lockie in a rear naked choke. It's happening again. Kiana taps out. No, it's an Asuka lock. Or rear naked choke, yeah. For a 65, 43 crowds, 55 wrestling, 75 Asuka, amazing, 35 Kiana, and they have great chem. Who doesn't have bloody great chem? I promise, I'm doing nothing, okay? I'm just lucking into a bunch of great chem tonight. It's fine. In 1 year's time, when Gunter and Ilja Dragunov are tag champs, and Asuka and Kiana are in month 4 of their feud over the women's title, just know it started here, on this episode, with all the great chemistry on show. 65 though, happy with that. Asuka advances. Io Sky, Natalya, and Asuka. One of those women could be your inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. And we're going to find out who Asuka's going to face in that semi-final next week or the week after. I haven't quite decided, but in that semi-final later tonight when Lyra Valkyria takes on Kairi Sane. We could have Asuka versus Kairi, the Kabuki Warriors, going to war. We shall see. We shall see. But we go backstage. Little promos from the guys in the triple threat match. Kiana beating up and coughing a lot, but with Giovanni hyping him up. Her client, Giovanni Vinci. If you tuned into SmackDown, you saw what he could do. If not, you're in for a real cheat, okay? Giovanni Vinci is one of the best, okay? You can trust her on that. You've seen the quality she brings in Omos and in Dijak, and in Giovanni Vinci may be the best of them all. And Kiana says she might not have got the job done for the Women's Intercontinental title, but here tonight, with the Intercontinental title on the line, Giovanni Vinci will. Then we go to Otis. Otis, oh yeah, training with Akira, with Ivy, with Maxine. And Ivy says she's putting the calls in. She thinks she might have found a trainer, but she's just got to check a few things over first and make sure this is legit and this is good. And Otis is feeling ready, though. They've been training, the four of them. He feels ready for this moment. And then we go to Pete. End of the day, it's just a matter of time, isn't it? Till I win the Intercontinental title. Till I do the one thing that bam-ass bitch Sheamus could never do. So what I'm going to do... Well, I feel like I sound like a member of the Beatles right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to win this. I'm going to win next week. I'm going to beat Bron Breakker. I'm going to defend that title 10 times. And then I'm going to do something else Sheamus could never do. And I'm going to beat Gunther. And I'm going to become world champion. Because that's all there is to it at the end of the day. For a 47. Good segment. And I'm really excited for the match. And I can't quite stop talking like this now. No, I'll stop. I'm sorry. Triple threat. Giovanni Vinci, Otis, Pete Dunne, 3 men going at it. With one step closer to the Continental on the line. Who's going to come out on top? All 3 men giving it their all. Kiana not joining Giovanni. She is seeking medical attention backstage for her throat. But Giovanni Vinci putting on a show. In the end, though, the 3 men go at it. Only one man's going to walk out victorious. And that man is Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne managing somehow, some way to hit a bitter end on Otis and covering for the 1, 2, 3, 59, 47 crowd, 54 wrestling, 54 Giovanni, 54 Otis, 55 Pete. Very evenly matched, guys. Pete was off his game as well. In the end, though, Pete Dunne gets the win. And next week, Pete Dunne will be fighting in the Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders match. Who will he be facing? We'll find out later tonight. But Pete Dunne does take that step forward now, doesn't he? So, good for you, Peter. Good for you. I'm going to find out who's going to be fighting later tonight. We're going to be finding out a lot of things later tonight, I'm realising. But shall we carry on? And shall we carry on to the 5th day? Oh, Lordy, yes. We go to a church, you know the drill. Reggie walks up and puts on his mask to handle and read upon the holy scripts. Day 5. After he had made the light and the dark, the day and the night, the firmament, the heavens, the waters, the earth, the sea, the plantation, the sun, the moon, and the stars. On day 5, he said, let the waters abound with an abundance of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth, across the heavens, and across the face of the firmament of the heavens. So, having said it, he created great sea creatures, and every living thing that moves, with which the waters abounded, according to their kind, and every winged bird, according to its kind. So he said it, so it was, so he said it, so it was. And he saw that it was good, and he blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth. So the evening and the morning were the 5th day. The creatures of the sea, the land, and sky were the fifth day. Can I get a hallelujah? Hallelujah! Hell yeah. Oh, I have a lot of fun with your scripts. If you can't tell, I have a blast filming script stuff. I have a real blast. In another life, you know, if I could be bothered, it's a video of me. Wow, maybe not. I haven't got quite the scripts look. Well, I've had a mask, maybe. And I am putting on my best southern pastor I can. But you're just getting the audio for now, 37, but who cares about a rating? We care about having a good time. And we always do with the scripts, don't we? Rightio. Let's go. To our World Tag Team Champions, Finn Balor and JD of Neo Judgment Day. Because listen here. Here's how tonight's going to go. Big Dom. He's going to beat Jay and Drew and get one step closer to bringing some more gold to Neo Judgment Day. And then in the main event, in this arena that means so much to you, Ray, I'm going to stomp on your chest until the last bit of air comes out. And I'm going to beat you. And I'm going to keep this gold over mine and JD's shoulders. Because Neo Judgment Day are on top. And we ain't going anywhere. For 54. Finn Balor is ready. Neo Judgment Day are ready. But can they get the job done? We'll have to wait and see. But first of all, let's find out the final woman stepping forward in the Women's Inaugural Intercontinental Championship Tournament, shall we? Ooh, I need to take a breath. Kairi Sane, Lyra Valkyria. Banger. What else can I say? It's a banger. Damage Control are 2 for 3 thus far in the tournament. Looking to go 3 for 4. But Lyra Valkyria is not one to mess with. In the end, both women fight it out. Kairi going to top rope for the insane elbow. When Lyra gets back to her feet, rushes over, climbs up, and hits the Nightwing off the top rope to Kairi Sane for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner, advancing to the semi-final of the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Title Tournament, Lyra Valkyria. For a 59, 44 for the crowd, and a 51 for the wrestling. 59 for Kairi, and a 42 for Lyra Valkyria while we're at it. Who was really off her game, sadly. Kairi was in bad form. Lyra was off her game, but they still got a 59. I'll tell you, Kairi wasn't too happy with this. She was going to complain to me about this ending. But then, and I quote, Lyra Valkyria cracked her knuckles, and Kairi Sane thought better of it. Sure. I mean, Lyra Valkyria too could get me to do a lot of things by just looking at me, but that's another story entirely we don't have time for. But that's fine. So, Women's Intercontinental Title Tournament, inaugural. We have Io Sky and Natalya, Kairi Sane, Asuka. One of those 4 women is going to be your inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. Let me know in the comments who you think it's going to be, who you want it to be. And I can't wait to see a comment section filled with the word Natalya. I'm sure. But I'm happy with that. Let's go backstage, keeping in the women's division, to your Women's World Champion. And speaking of damage control, they're really all over the show, aren't they? Liv Morgan, after the attack last week from Raquel, costing Dakota Kai that match against Natalya, Liv says to Dakota, you should learn to stay out of other people's business that doesn't concern you. Raquel and I, we go way back, okay? And just because you're a bad friend, okay, doesn't mean I am. Doesn't mean Raquel is. Me and Raquel are great friends. And Neo Judgment Day is stronger than ever. I have my gold. Finn and JD are going to keep theirs. And my daddy Dom is going to get the Intercontinental title. Whilst you're at home, crying, licking your wounds, and having nothing. Diddums. Oh well. 60. Happy with that. Liv Morgan came across very well being an absolute bitch, but hey ho, here we go. We go a little too high and a little too low. Let's go to the Intercontinental title match, shall we? Triple threat. Dom's ready. You know? He's got Liv by his side. Neo Judgment Day. He's ready to bring some gold to it. Okay, Finn and JD have theirs. Liv has hers. It's his turn. And Drew says that, to make it clear, he shouldn't be in this. No, he should be world champion right now. He should be staring down with Ilja Dragunov, but he's not, because of Seth Rollins. But you know what? Fine. I'll beat these two bums. I'll beat Pete Dunne. I'll beat Braun Breaker. And I'll keep that Intercontinental title. And hell, maybe I'll activate that that fighting champs advantage and take the world title that way. Maybe I'll just go take the title anyway. Maybe I'll win the Rumble and take it. Have both titles over my shoulder, huh? For 64 and then yeet, Jey Uso. Yeet. Looking to get some gold, baby. Yeet. About damn time. Yeet. Singles gold. Yeet. Intercontinental coming to Jey Uso, baby. Main event, Jey Uso. Yeet. 64. Lovely. Lovely. You might be thinking, Jey Uso, Intercontinental Champion, could it ever happened? Well, me staring at Rikishi cracking his knuckles in my corner. Maybe. Just maybe. Triple threat. Dom, Drew, Jay. The three men go at it. Drew's got the anger and the strength. Jay and, well, I would not say Jay and Dom teaming up, but they have no love lost, do they? Jay, I mean, big fan of Rhea, not a big fan of Dom, so no teaming up at all. All three men are Dom just trying to stay out of things, Jay trying to get him into things, and Drew trying to beat the hell out of both of them. In the end, Drew McIntyre in the corner, setting up for a Claymore kick onto Jey Uso, you know, does the countdown, about to run, went out of nowhere. As he's just beginning his run, Seth slides into the ring and smashes a steel chair into his face. Drew goes down. Seth, big smile, throws the chair, setting up. Drew starts to get up a little bit. Curb stomp. Drew rolling out the ring. Seth making haste. Dom sliding in, seeing the groggy Jay, charging over at him before he can hit Jay. Jay's recovered just enough. Super kick. Super kick. Third for good luck. Dom's down. Top rope. Super splash. 1, 2, 3. Yeet! Your winner. And advancing to fight Pete Dunne next week in the Intercontinental Contenders match. I've said that sequence of words so much. Jey Uso. After Seth Rollins gets in Drew's way again. Oh well. I'm sure he won't mind. 72, 67 crowd, 69 wrestling. Happy with that. 62 Dom. 74 Drew, 69 Jay. Make myself the note, because no, Rhea Ripley should not be doing good work at ringside for you, Dom. Dom, remove Rhea as manager. I'm just going to make myself a note, or I will forget. Right, okay. So yeah, next week, Jey Uso, Pete Dunne. Drew looks pissed, by the way, but you could assume that at ringside. Braun Breaker's music hits, the Intercontinental champ. He walks out onto the ramp, leather jacket on, title over his shoulder, staring down at the ring. Jey Uso hyping up the crowd, big smile on his face, pointing at that belt, signaling round his waist. Jey dropping off the turnbuckle, feel good factor, turned around to hype up the other side of the crowd, and bumps into a Pete Dunne who slid in the ring, grabs Jey, well, kicks him in the dick first, grabs Jey, bitter end. Jey Uso down, Pete Dunne staring at Jey and then looks up at Braun Breaker and making it clear to Braun that he's coming for him for a 66. Happy with that. Happy with that. Once again, who do you think is going to earn a shot at the Intercontinental title? Jey Uso or Pete Dunne? Right, let me know who's going to be the inaugural Women's Intercontinental champ. Who's going to fight Braun Breaker, Jey or Pete? And I'll let you know. I'd love you to tell me anything else. We'll keep it as that for now. As we go backstage to a sweaty and quite happy Seth Rollins. As I've said here. No, that was... he says a bit more than that. He says that Drew is a whiny little bitch. In those exact words, sure. And he says that Drew can complain all he wants. And if he wants to pretend everything in his life is Seth's fault, then go right ahead. But if he wants to act like that, then Seth will damn sure as hell have a great time making it true, baby. 64. I'm sure Drew will have a sane reaction to all of that. 64 though. Happy. I'm happy. As... Oh my word, it's main event time. It flies by, I promise you. We have the entrances. First of all, of Masked Magic. The crowd cheering. You know, the front rows adorned with Ray and Dragon Lee masks. You know, both of them doing the little head touch to kids. No, that sounded dirty. Where they touch heads together. Oh, we're not... Ooh, they're definitely not doing that, my baby faces. For 57, and then Neo Judgment Day come out. Finn and JD with their gold. Ready to make a statement. As here we are, baby. World Tag Titles on the line. Finn and JD looking to make their first defense 76 days into their reign. WWE take notes. Against Masked Magic. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. They haven't been teaming for long, but they've been teaming well. Putting on good matches. Putting in good performances. Can they do it? Both teams battle it out. Both teams have near falls. It's balls to the wall. I've told them to steal the show. And both teams are really going for it. Everyone gets their moment to shine. In the end, it's JD and Ray in the ring. And JD gets a cheap shot, raking Ray's eyes. Ray stumbling back. The referee going to check on Ray. You know, make sure he's okay. JD, big smile on his face. Finn says, tag me in. Let me finish the job. JD going over to tag in Finn Balor. When out of nowhere, Finn Balor gets yanked off the apron by Tom Hardy, baby. Tom Hardy dragging Finn off the apron. Finn caught off guard, looking pissed, goes to hit to Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy ducking underneath though, bringing in that Brazilian jiu-jitsu he does. Lifts, grabs Finn Balor and just absolutely chucks him, just launches him. Finn down and out. JD, well, in shock. Tom Hardy standing up, you know, looking angry but looking happy. Big smile on his face, crowd going wild as JD McDonough, shocked look on his face, doesn't see it coming when Rey Mysterio quickly drop kicks him from the back into the ropes. 619 to the top rope. Senton splash. 1, 2, 3. Your winners and the new WWE World Tag Team Champions. 8-time champ Rey Mysterio and winning his first bit of WWE gold, Dragon Lee Masked Magic have done it. Thanks in no sure ballpark to the sentence, Tom Hardy ran in and attacked Balor. They've done it. A magical moment. Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio hug. They get their gold. 84 for the rest. I'll just go 84 for the match. Really, really good as always with these guys. 55 for the crowd. 68 for the wrestling. 73 Finn. 74 Dragon Lee. Incredible. 68 Rey. 58 JD. Really happy with that. Really happy with that. A star-studded appearance. We did a creative finish, and it was a success. So no complaints. As after watching what Finn did to his co-star, Venom-free co-star, such a funny statement. The Miz. Tom Hardy getting his own back and costing Neo Judgment Day their gold. So let's just check in on how Neo Judgment Day's night went. Dom didn't win his triple threat, and then Finn and JD lost the gold. Not the most successful evening, shall we say? But who cares? We celebrate for a 50 because Dragon Lee doesn't speak English. They get their gold. Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Phoenix rush out. LWO stand tall with the gold. Dragon Lee and Ray each on a turnbuckle. Raise the titles. Beautiful. In the same arena where Rey Mysterio won his first WWE Tag Title with Edge, all these years later, he wins his 8th with Dragon Lee, who wins his first with Rey Mysterio. The story truly never ends. History is doomed to repeat itself. Alas, Ray came out of this looking excellent with some gold at 49 years of age. Dragon Lee's got his first at 29. I'm a happy camper. Overall, I guess a 75. No complaints, you know. Honestly, where I'm at with the series right now, I think I'm personally enjoying booking Raw more. I think we've got a lot of really good young guys here. I like booking SmackDown. I just need to get into a bit more. I can't do a Southern pasta thing over there quite yet. Maybe someday. But as people get called up and superstars, you know, I'll get happier booking it. I am happy booking it, but yeah. One of the shocks of the series to me is the Raw Tag Division. I didn't think I'd get as into it as I have, but I'm really enjoying it, especially Masked Magic. Hence me slapping a tag titles on them relatively quickly, because they're just really good. And they've got their gold. So next week, Masked Magic, your new World Tag Champs, will be there. Jey Uso versus Pete Dunne, number one contenders match for the Intercontinental title. Definitely Io Sky versus Natalya. Maybe Asuka Lyra. Yeah, probably. Maybe not though. Lyra, Asuka, might save that for the week after. And then other stuff as well. The 6th day. We're so close to it. We're so close to the 7th. And then what lays beyond. But that is it for now. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please do leave a like and subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as always. And also, as always, until next time, I just want to say a very special thank you for watching.